It's time now for the Kill the Can podcast.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kill the Can podcast. It has been a minute. Today is November 20th, 2024, and I've chosen today to record a podcast because today is a very important day in Kill the Can history. November 20th, 2024 is the day that we celebrate 18 years of battling our addiction to nicotine and tobacco. 18 years ago today, KillTheCan.org was formed. It was created by a group of folks who, ironically enough, had started out on another quit site, and we didn't like the way that it was being run. And so there were 7 of us originally. Member number 1 was Aquaman. Aquaman is still quit to this day, still active in the Kill the Can community, has been on this podcast. And Kill the Can started with an idea to have our own web forum. And that web forum lived on an Envision-free board. It was a forum software a long, long time ago that was hosted by Envision-free. And so that we spun up that board, and there, like I said, there were 7 of us, which is why to this day there are still 7 admins at Kill the Can. We decided long ago that it was not the decisions that would need to be made and govern, Kill the Can community and those kind of things would never be made by one man. So that to this day, there are multiple admins in charge, so to speak, of making those decisions. Times have changed. Forum softwares have changed. Social media didn't even exist 18 years ago. So there was no Kill the Can Facebook page or Twitter or TikTok or podcast or Rumble account or any of these kind of things. We've gone through several iterations of forum software over the years, from Envision Free to, oh God, I don't even remember. There was a couple really terrible ones. To today, our forum lives on a software called Simple Machine Forums, SMF, and has been very successful. 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago now, the Discord server that most people listening to this podcast is most likely how you found Kill the Can, or how you interact with Kill the Can on a regular basis. Our Discord servers were founded. And the impetus behind that was, again, change is constant. Technology is always evolving. And we felt that we needed a platform that was giving us a little bit more than what we had at the time. As I mentioned, we had our forums at the time. We had a live chat, but the live chat and the forums were not very mobile friendly. They weren't very easy to get around on your phone. And with the advent of mobile devices, we spun up our Discord server, again, with the idea of having it mobile friendly and really combining the best pieces of chat and the forums into one platform, and that platform has become Discord. So what I'm referring to when I'm talking about the best pieces, the accountability, the brotherhood, the engagement, the daily roll call, all of these things that you are very familiar with if you're familiar with our Discord server. It's KillTheCan.org/Discord if you've never been there. But through it all, through all of these 18 years, one thing has remained remarkably consistent, and that is our mission and our goal to take back our lives from our nicotine addiction. And even the landscape of a nicotine addiction has changed very significantly in these last 18 years. As an example, products like Zyn and On, these nicotine pouches, they did not exist when Kill the Can was created. Back in the day, it was, old school chewing tobacco, smokeless tobacco, and pouches, but pouches back then were not the nicotine pouches that so many people use today, but they were things like Skull Bandits and those kind of things. So the landscape and the products that we're fighting against, the products that Big Tobacco is using to rein us in, even that has changed, but the mission has not. And the advice that we give has not. And the methods that we use has not changed. Accountability, brotherhood has always equaled success. Taking our quits one day at a time, not worrying about tomorrow, worrying about just today. How to deal with craves. Whether you're a smoker, a chewer, you use nicotine pouches, what have you, the drug and the withdrawals from that drug are remarkably consistent. And that's why our goal and our mission doesn't need to change. Because while the delivery methods may change, really the addiction hasn't. And as I drive here to work this morning on this 18th anniversary of the creation of Kill the Can, I can't help to be a little bit nostalgic and to think back at all the men and women that have helped me during my quit, many of which are still active on the Kill the Can forums or Discord or social media accounts to this day. I won't name them because I don't want to leave anybody out, and there are several. We have lost brothers and sisters throughout these 18 years. Some tragically, some to more peaceful circumstances. And I miss them. I think about them regularly. And many of them have played a massive part in my personal quit as well. Again, I won't mention anybody's name because I don't want to forget anybody. But if you're listening to this and you're new to the Kill the Can community, and maybe you don't understand why we do some of the things that we do, why we react in certain ways when somebody caves or somebody is talking a certain way or those kind of things, I'm here to tell you and to reassure you that there is a method to this madness, and it goes back 18 years, and it has been developed through thousands and thousands of quitters and seeing so many instances and so many people battling with this addiction. And, I don't want to say we've seen it all, but we've seen an awful lot. And so if you're listening to this, and maybe you haven't even quit, and you're thinking to yourself, I can't quit, I'm unique. I can't quit, I'm more addicted than any of these people. I can't quit, I'll never be able to do it. I'm here to tell you, you absolutely can quit. And I'm guessing you're not as unique as you think you are. Your addiction is not as unique as you think it may be. Like I said, we've got thousands and thousands and thousands of quitters that have come through the Kill the Can community over the years. 18 years ago today, this thing started. And I dare say it's more impactful than it ever has been. It's reaching people in ways that we never would have anticipated years ago, because some of those ways didn't exist. Like I said, social media and podcasts and these kind of things. These things did not exist. And so if you have an opportunity today, there's a post on not only the forums, but also on the main site, KillTheCan.org, where we're going to do kind of a one-day only roll, or an all-site roll call. I would urge you to stop by that post on the forums or on the main site and post roll. Give your name, your screen name, how many days you've been quit. And I would like to personally thank you for helping me in my quit. Whether or not we've ever even spoke, whether or not we've ever interacted, you have helped my quit. And it's difficult to articulate how and why, but I have a sense of gratitude that I really can't put into words. Happy birthday to Kill the Can. Thank you to everybody that has made the Kill the Can community what it is today. And here's to the next 18 years. It's an honor to be quit with you. I'll talk to you soon, quitters.
Join us again next time for another edition of the Kill the Can podcast.